Hello and welcome to Lesson 1 of the Workshop Planning Fundamentals course. My name is Roman, and we're going to start off by talking a little bit about the importance of framing. During this lesson, we'll discuss the benefits of framing, some questions to answer during planning, and we'll close out with a review of a few common workshop scenarios. Alright, so to kick us off, it looks like you just got an email from your leadership team, and they're asking you to take the lead on planning an upcoming client workshop. To be honest, you're excited, but you're also a little nervous because even though you participated in workshops in the past, this will be the first time that you'll be leading the planning. But that's okay, because we're here to help. But before we start talking about the benefits of framing, I'd like to take a moment to challenge your perspectives on the value of workshops in general. Instead of it being just another meeting, I want you to think of a workshop as a sleek and powerful boat, a boat that's designed specifically to help you navigate the choppy and rough waters of progress and change. And as the captain of this boat, all you need is a good crew and the right coordinates to chart the course to success. You're embarking on a journey that's going to take you from your current state, before the workshop, to a future state where you have made the progress towards your goals. So, with that background set, let's spend a little bit of time talking about how framing will help you on your journey. In the boating world, frames are used to support the hull and give a boat its shape and strength. In the workshop world, framing is used to strengthen focus and shape outcomes. So taking the time to define the current situation and frame the challenge or problem you want to address will be critical to the success of your workshop. Not only will it help you define the overall scope, it will also help you save time by focusing your energy on the topics that are truly important. So let's take a look at a couple of questions that'll help you strengthen the focus and frame the whole of your next workshop. The first question is pretty straightforward. Thinking about the situation overall, take a moment to articulate what's going on. Remember, you're trying to navigate the choppy waters of progress and change. But in order to do that, you need to be aware of your current location, because if you don't know where you are now, it'll be almost impossible to chart a clear path to success. So once you can articulate the current situation, you can move on to the second question. And for that one, you'll take it a step further by describing why the current situation needs to change, along with what challenge or problem you're trying to solve. In our current scenario, your boss asked you to take the lead in planning an upcoming client workshop. So one of the first things I'd want to know is, what does the client expect to get out of the workshop? And more specifically, what is the challenge or problem they're trying to make progress on or solve? We'll talk more about goals and objectives in the next lesson, but before we dive into that, let's discuss a few scenarios where workshops can be really helpful. The first workshop scenario we'll discuss is focused on empathy and how a workshop can be used to help a team gain a shared understanding of user needs. For example, maybe your team conducted some ethnographic research and you need to share the findings to inform decision-making and gain buy-in for new product features. Another very common workshop scenario is focused on the need to gain alignment. This can be as easy as helping a group of diverse stakeholders align on the future direction of a product or service, or something as nuanced as two recently merged teams working together to create a joint mission statement or KPIs for the upcoming year. The last workshop scenario we'll discuss is focused on reflection. And a great example of this would be a team that's looking to take their performance to the next level, so they plan a workshop to discuss what's going well and where there are opportunities for improvement. Now, I want to be clear. These are just a few examples, and the most important thing is to make sure you can articulate the motivations as well as the why that is driving your workshop planning. Okay, so we're going to wrap this lesson up with a couple of key takeaways. So the first takeaway is just going to be calling it out again, that taking the time to frame the challenge or problem you're trying to solve will strengthen your focus and shape the planning of your workshop as you navigate those choppy waters. It's going to help you define the overall scope. It's going to help you make the most of your time by focusing your energy on the topics that truly matter. And with that in mind, the second thing that I want to make sure you leave with is that everyone's time is valuable. So, if you don't have a compelling challenge or problem to solve, you may not need a workshop. And that's okay. People are busy, and the last thing you want to do is waste their time. Trust me, a little bit of empathy will go a long way. All right, so that's it for framing. Great job. Give yourself a hand, and see you in the next lesson.